From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, the show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Jansen Jung. Chris, what are you looking for from him? Ready to go? TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. And that's how this series begins. Swings through that one for strike two. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's to third. And an easy out to start the game.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Here's the lineup for the Reds.
De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate.
Up. You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a two-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
The 0-2. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Eugenio Suarez stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Popped in the air. Left field. Stowers settles under it. And that'll do it. Digging in, Xavier Edwards.
The second baseman.
Edwards launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 1 pitch and 1 out. Take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Whoa.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Will Benson. This one in the air. Morel under it. Takes it in for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
High fly ball, right field. Konine should have this one. 2 up, 2 down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. No score here in the second. in there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Back here in Miami. And now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play. And that's a great play for the out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. In the air, left field. Benson in position. And that is that. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. So digging in, Spencer Steer. Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Matt McClain in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that chance handled. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that'll do it. One area. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel. That one fouled off. Morel in his 4th year, hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent.
You know, these Marlins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
To the right side, McClain. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
That swing early approach we're talking about just hasn't paid off. So I think they should take a deep breath, step away for a moment, and avoid giving up any more quick outs.
Hard hit right side. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Next to hit, Javier Sanoja. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Fastball right back to the mound. Fires over to first. That's the inning. 9. Back here at Lone Depot Park. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
In the air, left field. That gets by him. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
He was all over that one. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
He's trying for third. Strike in there. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his...
Morel. Play at the plate.
Right on the tag.
Got him. Go ahead, run on base. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Here's a rocket to right field. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Marte in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
0-2 down.
Oh.
On a bounce right side, Edwards throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the 4th, now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. High fly ball lifted into air right field. 1 away.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Stowers swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Had him way out front of the slurve.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. This one in the air center field. Friedel under it. That is the inning. So 12. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Well, these Reds being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Stays alive. And the 0-2.
No, that's a ball.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball left side, and it gets by him. Go ahead run on base. J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds. The go ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Late with the swing there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Called out on strikes. 1 out man at first. And now Spencer Steer. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That's ripped into the outfield. Stowers makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
McClain stands in now and watches strike one. In the dirt. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And it is out of here. A towering shot to center. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedel digs in now. In the air, right field. Kona has a beat on it. And that is that. Reds claw back with this homer. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. Popped up. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Stepping in, Otto Lopez. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. De La Cruz whips it to first.
Yep, he's out.
Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now the center fielder, Jacob Marcy, popped out to left his first time. 0-1. Foul ball. The Fish hitless so far in the game.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one ripped right center field, reaching back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back here in Miami, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz.
The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout. New pitcher for the Marlins, Blake Bacher.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Benson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Ellie looking to steal. Ball misses. Safe. That's 2 stolen bases now for Elly De La Show. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run scores from second, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Marte in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
But how did that seem to be over as soon as it started? 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off. Extend that at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Konai moving under it. And that is that. Reds with the RBI triple. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2.
Oh. So based on those first pitch numbers and how often they lead to outs, it's easy to see why maybe they should be a little more patient with their approach moving forward.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Konai. Grounded out his first time up. Left field. Can't reach it, and the perfect game bid is over. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time. Tied him up inside with that one. And that is out of play.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
This one in the air center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Reds DH, J.J. Bleday. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2.
There we go.
Checks the swing, appeal to third, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer.
Whew.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-2. This one in the air right field, and that's a fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter
In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel.
Owen.
That one the other way. Base hit into the outfield. Now a long throw home. There's the tag. They get it. And that's the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw.
Bottom of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
That one outside, and that is ball 1. Up the middle, De La Cruz. Over to first.
He's out.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
That smash towards center. And that will end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. That's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line drive. It gets down. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Suarez at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Morel takes it in for the out. One down. One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Will Benson.
Yeah.
Runner takes off. That's it for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. That's a laser base hit. De La Cruz around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip. Now here is Noelvi Marte. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. Takes it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
To third. Handles, throws to first. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here in Miami, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Graham Ashcraft, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Williamson warming up as well. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
And now 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. And that one fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Reds DH. J.J. Bleday.
Now pitching for the
Kane
Marlins,
Gibson on the
number
pitch here.
58,
He's making his second appearance of the season.
Gibson.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. And that's a strikeout looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Ripped on the ground to second. To first. 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain.
Up.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Bottom 9. Griffin Conant now at the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And up next for Miami, Javier Sanoja.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Sanoja.
Foul ball there. What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. So they're down to their final out. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first.
Yep, he's
Ball
out.
game. And the Reds take game 1 of the series on the road.
Really?